Right, so hello viewers and welcome back to our campaign. So, we had fought 2 battles for what seems to be the last turn for the 26, and well, looks like we only have 2 more battles to finish off, and I suppose we'll just get rid of those right here and now. So, let's continue and let's fight it out. So we fought on this map once before, didn't really work out, say, too much, but we definitely have a large area to deploy with, and I think what I'll do right now is that I'll switch out A company for B company right now, and the significance of that is simply because, as you may have noticed there, some of these sections were down to right around 3 people, and with that said, they weren't necessarily effective, and with that being like that, it's not really perfect for an urban settings, and we're going to switch them out for B company over here, which is fully equipped and fully supplied just like that. Moving forwards from there, I think we're going to yeah, I think we're going to take a full suite of, well, no, maybe 2 Churchill Vs with the really large cannons, and 2, rather 1 regular Churchill or Churchill Crocodile for fire support like that. So, I hope that we can do something fairly similar to what we had experienced the last battle, or our last urban battle, where we effectively took control of half the town just in no time flat. Currently, we actually, yeah, it looks like we have the option of attacking this town from 2 different directions. So here's what I think I'll do. I'll get 1 squad of troops. This is going to be a pretty risky deployment, go into the middle area over here, but I don't think it's not exactly a bad idea. I'll have 1 troop entering the village from the north over here, and I'm going to have a separate troop effectively coming from the south over here, and I think that will definitely offer us a ton of opportunities to, of course, flank the enemy and deal some damage like that. So I'll get our people set up here in accord with our plans, and we'll just really start off the firefight like such. So right, we're gonna get these guys to garrison this broken or busted building. Let's see, trying to get our guys into some decent fighting locations, but evidently the game doesn't really want to cooperate with me. There, so we'll have 1 tank inside there. I'm very skeptical that the enemy will deploy inside this isolated zone, and honestly probably not, so I think we'll just go with this and really just see what happens. Right, so let's see. Here are a few shots being fired off, nothing that we can see though. They actually sound like they're coming from somewhere, shooting into this area over here, or alternatively at our mortar group. Let's just see. Oh, they're fine. No, they're shooting at our PIAT team over here. So there's some troops of enemies guarding this hedgerow right around there. Right, so with that said, I think, you know what, here's what we'll do. I see them, they're right over here. I'll get our infantry from the hedgerow over here to pin down these guys. Hopefully we can get our team out of there. And they'll be busy down there doing their thing. In the meantime, we can make some progress over here, I guess, is the plan. Right, so let's try to capture these 2 locations right over here. Once we grab these, we can, of course, move forwards and go on from there. So issue some move fast orders. The general idea is, of course, again, just to capture a few of these buildings, use them as fighting positions, find the enemy, fix them, destroy them, and move to another one. That is not very good. Those mortar rounds are coming pretty close to our lines. Ooh. We've engaged the enemy up over here. And they were... looks like we've ambushed them too. Caught those Panzer Grenadiers out inside the open. Gonna see whether or not we can put a few shots nearby to suppress them with the tank. And they're Ersatz Grenadiers, so they're not going to be the regular type. They probably have less morale points and less experience than the regular type, but nonetheless they definitely still have some of the very deadly equipment that we've seen before. Oh, and they have some sort of mortar half-track, perhaps, back there. Alright, so there we go. Looks like this battle is just developing right off the bat. Those guys are going to be dead very, very soon. there we go. Yeah, I think this is the squad of troops that have the mortar half-tracks, so if we can find those would be actually quite juicy targets for us to pick off here. Right, so it looks like these areas are just effectively being handled. What is our troop ledger? There we go. Oh, perfect. We have the flamethrower going on too. Yeah, that is definitely one heavily pinned group of troops right there. Nice little grenade volley there. And yeah, these ad hoc infantry groups are definitely boiling down, so that is very, very good. Now, let's see what we can do about moving ever further. And speaking of which, yes, we can sight one of the enemy units, and it does look like that is indeed a mortar half-track. That might actually be the... Is that an actual unit, or is that the wreck of the previous one? Because I remember that we took down, like, yeah, one half-track over there was also a mortar one. So we'll get our tank to go over there and take that thing out. In the meantime, I think we'll try to secure the middle area of the town right here. Let's give our guys a few orders here for movement, amongst other things, to keep them busy. And afterwards, I think this this town won't be too difficult of an objective. Seems to be a slight elevation difference in the road here. So we'll move forward, see whether or not we can fire off at that vehicle and take it out. That was a really accurate mortar barrage. Let's see what happened. Okay, so coward, wounded the leader, the commander of the troop too. That's not really good. Hopefully we can get line of sight on that vehicle very, very soon here. This thing's reloading, it's firing. There we go. Let's see. Nope, that tank, that vehicle made it out alright. We'll wait until that mortar half-track is eliminated before we do anything else, but I think that'll just be a few moments here. Ooh, was not expecting that. There we go, looks like that mortar half-track is dead. Perfect. Now, I really want to use the Churchill flamethrower on that group of enemies. Looks like it's too close for it though. See whether or not we can back off here and burn the people inside. Still too close. Yeah, no, I don't think that's gonna work here. And they seem to have the beat on our guys. They seem to have them fully suppressed for some reason. Yeah, these city battles will hopefully work out in our favor here. Assuming that we can get these tanks to do their thing. Should be actually right in grenade range. They might not have any more grenades is the thing. But I want this squad just to, I mean, these are substitute ad hoc infantry, so they should be pretty easy to eliminate. And with the tank nearby, their morale should be going down the drain really, really fast, like. Anyhow, I think that situation's just going to do its own thing over here. I'm pretty sure we've laid enough rounds into those troops over there, or perhaps not. It looks like they're still alive. Oh, and they have more guys over there.
Redeployed.
No, that tank is still alive. I saw one half-track come up inside that little info panel, announcements panel, if you will, type of thing. Oh, this is actually, yeah, it's a command unit too. It's a platoon HQ, it's a German platoon. Huh. Right, I don't think we'll be able to do too much inside the center of the town here, but I'll try to get the Churchill Crocodile to hopefully, I want to say, move forwards in a better location. Oh, one of the guys inside the Brent Gun squad here is moving forwards. Is he? Do you guys hear that? It looks like they're brawling it out. They're in melee range and they're just punching each other, literally. It's hard to see, again, but it does happen inside the game. It does actually do, you know, close combat in the traditional sense. Yeah, there. You hear some really quiet punching sounds, and you hear some guy dying, I suppose. And there we go. Yeah, there it is again. There we go. Little like punching match, I suppose, a little fist fight in the middle of the battle area here. Right, so I think that'll be this area, just all tidied up. I don't think there are any more troops. Yeah, this group of ersatz infantry is also burned up, so that is very good. And on the southern flank here, one group is dead, and the other one looks like is still operational. I'm under the impression that these ersatz infantry groups only have 4 people inside them as a maximum. I don't want my tanks getting too close here. But I see one body right there, so there's probably 3 more just right next to it, at least fairly close by. Oh, and perfect. Found some more infantry. That might actually be a regular mortar relay. There's some guy with a different colored uniform. Again, I mean, with YouTube quality and just in general the game's magnification, it's very difficult to see, but I see some guy with a green, like a dark green uniform right there. So I think we'll get our infantry to, again, move forwards and try to capture as much of the town as possible. And there we go. I think we've neutralized all of the enemies inside this area. Inside the town center, that is, over here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to waste quite a lot of ammunition trying to clear up this area. You know what? I'm just gonna get my tank to do that, to just cap the point and then make a swirl back. And yeah, what does this squad have? It's a Bren section with a Bren that can't see the enemy, unfortunately. It'd be nice if the AI would reschedule itself to put its heavy weapons in the fight rather than just the rifleman, which can do barely anything. There we go, that's what I want to see.
Target eliminated.
Oh, perfect. Both of these units are dead, so we can move even further. Might be able to actually cap these people out. Hopefully we'll secure enough of these transport movement VPs so that we can just hopefully keep the tile, this province, in a constant flux at the very worst, and really just squeeze all of these tank formations in before anything else, and just bypass this town actually. So there we go. Overall, our troops are moving fast. They're grabbing positions wherever they see enemies. They are kind of shooting at them. Both of these are actually Bren sections, and neither of them are using their Brens, which is kind of unsettling, actually. Maybe these guys. Maybe if I shift these guys forwards to the other second-story house, maybe they'll start to fire. Let's see, there was a mortar array, so that is a 8-person squad, all dead, and I think there were some people inside the building. So let's drop a big, large caliber round into that, and that will probably do something to it. What is that? That's probably the half-track gun crew. And actually, we have a full Bren squad over here that we didn't use. Oh well, anyhow, they'll capture the VP location up top, I guess. And yeah, I think we do have a solid chance here to push the enemy off of this location. I mean, assuming that we capture the victory location up here, and perhaps the 2 down here, if we break the morale of the remaining troops, that should really be it. The one thing that I want to do right now is that I want to advance, but at the same time I can't exactly shoot too many of the enemies. It's kind of gamey, but I want to keep their morale high enough that they won't break off, so then we can have the remaining 6 minutes just to capture these locations and to get our guys moving. So there we go, another location. Actually, over here, damn it. These fences track our tanks, so this Churchill V is just so close to that objective. Hopefully these tracked vehicles are fixable. That would be really shitty if we just had a whole bunch of untracked vehicles like that. Oh, what happened here? Oh hey, these HUD elements are movable. I didn't know that. Well, that really sucks. Now we have a tracked Churchill tank right here. Oh, well, anyhow, at least if we finish off this match and capture this choke point of a village, I think either way, I mean, it'll work out. Now, the thing I want to do right now is that I want to get my troops moving and firing. There we go. So yeah, their morale broke. We captured 2 VP locations, and unfortunately the ones that the game has decided are the ones over here and the one over here, so they're not the important ones. Anyhow, let's check the... Yeah, they took 30 wounded on that battle. So, very deadly there, but unfortunately that was only the rookie infantry, the ad hoc infantry. And would you look at that, if... Oh, they still had a mortar half-track or some sort of gun half-track there, and they had... barely any men, just over like 10 guys pretty much. So, very deadly battle there, and looks like we have a tank-only encounter right here, with troops of Cromwell tanks going up against Panzer H's here. Perfect. We also deploy inside a large field, so this will be a tank v tank battle for intents and purposes, really. Oh, and it'll be a meeting engagement too. These Panzer H's are also just showing up to the battle, so it's a meeting engagement. It looks like, I guess that this time period, or this turn, is their appropriated starting point. So we caught them just as they were moving on the campaign map, and it looks like they are deploying inside a very small area, has a lot of bocages and various hedgerow assorted things. So with that said, this should be, I'd say, a pretty easy mission for us. We can